One more thing before I go. One more thing I'll ask you, Lord. You may need a murderer. So, he's asking the Lord, you may need a murderer, someone to do your dirty work. Doing the Lord's dirty work? That's really interesting how he would put it that way. Don't act so innocent. I've seen you pound your fist into the earth, and I've read your books. Seems that you could use another fool. Whoa, what? I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm confused about being a Mormon.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I've got a song. I'm Greg, and I got a song request from Wolf Gold. Wolf Gold. I don't know if this is the first time. I know you've commented on many of our reaction threads, but I don't know. This may be the first request you ever made on the KoFi site. Let me know if I'm right on that. And so you want me to listen to a song by Low, that's the name of the band, and the song is Murderer. Okay, it doesn't get any more sort of stark and bleak and low as Murderer. I mean, man, what am I going to get into with this song? Let me guess. But who knows? It could be metaphorical for, I get into it and it has nothing to do with actual, murdering. But yeah, I'll go check out the link that you sent, and I'll get back to you. So eerie. Wow.
One more thing before I go. One more thing I'll ask you, Lord.
Is that a horn? Is that his vocals going high like that?
Someone to do your dirty work.
Drumming. Man, this is menacing. Wow. And I like it.
Don't act so innocent. I've seen you pound your fist into the earth, and I've read your books. Seems that you could use another fool. Well, I'm and I look right through. You must have more important things
What an interesting song. I thought that thing was gonna pop at any moment. It was just gonna like boom, and this was just like that, the simmering, brooding. Just was like the precursor to like what was just gonna like come bam. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's was is a bad thing or not. um, I mean, this is the song. It just surprised me. I thought something was gonna like just bam. Um, so let me gather my thoughts together and pull up some information about the band, the song, and on the other side. So Wolf Gold, in your message on the Kofi site, you did mention that they're Mormons and that you thought that was relevant, and let me know that. Yeah, I think it's relevant too. Just the name of the song. Um, I mean, it's very provocative. That song title. Um, lyrically, it's heavy too. Um, so I don't think he's really talking about the act of murdering, but might be of killing something, killing a memory. Doing away with something. I don't know really if it's about murdering somebody. I'll take a look at the lyrics. I pulled them up. But it is interesting. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So the two people who are in this band, I think it's really them. It's a husband and wife team, and they are practicing members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So I just find it interesting that they would kind of get into this lyrical content. But that says, what does that say about me? Just this assumption on my part. They can't sing about anything heavy. I just find it really, of course not. They can sing whatever they want, but I just find it really interesting. It's intriguing actually. So they are from Duluth, Minnesota. I believe both of them are. They formed in 1993, the band, and the person who wrote this is saying that their vocal harmonies represent the group's most distinctive element. Um, this critic, Denise Sullivan, writes that their shared vocals are as chilling as anything Graham Parsons and Emmylou Harris ever conspired on, though that's not to say it's country tinged, just straight from the heart. Yeah, so, there was that part where he's like, you may need a murderer. Uh, uh, it's definitely like a falsetto, and it was just, you know, taken out like that. And I thought that was him. At first, I thought it was horns. It sounded like a horn. But when it kept happening, I'm thinking, okay, it's definitely vocals. And so now is that his wife who's singing that part? That's interesting because then he goes, "Someone to do your dirty work," and then again, uh, I think there's other lines too that where they sort of do that sort of taken out at the end. But that was really effective. Um, and like I said at the end of the reaction, yeah, I was waiting. I thought this thing was gonna pop. I really did. It just how many songs have I heard in the past that you have this sort of brooding build up to something that's just, and then all of a sudden guitars come in and bam, and the band just kicks. And I didn't get that here. So I would I would be lying if I didn't say that I was a little disappointed. But at some point, I mean, I saw the length of the song. It was like 3 minutes and 48 or 60, 50 something seconds. So it didn't, we were running out of time for that to happen. And so at some point, I knew that this was kind of like going to be it. Um, but yeah, I need to go back to it. I need to go back to it now, knowing that it's not going to change, no major change up. It's just everything that kind of the first minute or so, that's what you're getting. It is the mood, though. It is them. It's the mood, the vocals. It's the content that I'm going to get into. Um, it's kind of hypnotizing. It does really kind of, bring you in, and you're definitely like, okay, it has you. Like I said, I just thought it was actually a precursor. So I have to get over that. Like I said, I'll get back. I'm going to go back to it. And so I don't know if this is going to be on a playlist or anything like that. I definitely need to go back. But yeah, if I go into genius.com, it's going to tell me about, yeah, I pulled this up and this is interesting. So contributor genius.com is a lyric website that I use when looking at lyrics for a song. And a contributor actually writes a passage from the Book of Mormon. And it's really interesting. Um, I read the contributors part on genius.com before the lyrics. I'm going to actually change it up this time because there's this whole long thing here, this passage that they're writing. I'm going to first read the lyrics and then I'm going to read what the contributor wrote. I think that's going to be more effective. So here we go with the lyrics. One more thing before I go. One more thing I'll ask you, Lord. You may need a murderer. So, he's asking the Lord, you may need a murderer, someone to do your dirty work. Doing the Lord's dirty work? That's really interesting how he would put it that way. Don't act so innocent. I've seen you pound your fist into the earth, and I've read your books. Seems that you could use another fool. Whoa, what? I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm confused about being a Mormon. Seems like he's really being pretty critical of the Lord. That's, I'm not reading this right? And I read your book. Seems that you could use another fool. Well, I'm cruel and I look right through. You must have more important things to do. So if you need a murderer, someone to do your dirty work, and that's it. So he just kind of kept repeating those lines. So I could have sworn he was singing way more than that. All right, here we go. I'm going to read this passage. It's Mormon. It's 1 Nephi, Nephi 4 colon 10-13. And it came to pass that I was constrained by the Spirit that I should kill Laban or Laban. But I said in my heart, never at any time have I shed the blood of man. And I shrunk and would that I might not slay him. And the Spirit said unto me again, behold, the Lord hath delivered him into thy hands. Yea, and I also knew that he had sought to take away mine own life. Yea, and he would not hearken unto the commandments of the Lord. And he also had taken away our property. And it came to pass that the Spirit said unto me again, slay him, for the Lord hath delivered him into thy hands. Behold, the Lord slayeth the wicked to bring forth his righteous purposes. It is better that one man should perish than that a nation should dwindle and perish in unbelief. So the Lord is asking him to slay someone who might be in a position of power, but who is doing wrong things and will lead the nation into peril. And this person needs to be killed. And that is the task that is handed to this person, to kill either Laban or Laban. I don't know how to pronounce that. Interesting. Really interesting, fascinating. And Wolf Gold, you're right. I mean, you mentioned about the vocals. You really like the vocals. Me too. That was one of the most interesting things about the song. I mean, musically, it was, you had all these kind of different sounds going on. Very low. The instruments were almost like murmuring, nothing's really kind of pronounced and coming out. The vocals were also kind of sung in a subdued way, and yet they were coming through and very interesting. Yeah, I totally agree. I need to go back to the song and now with kind of knowing what the song's about, sort of let that take over me. And so I don't know if this is going to probably not going to go in a playlist, but I'm really I'm better for actually listening to the song and kind of getting into the meaning like that. So I appreciate the request. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good day. I hope that everyone who's listening to the song, um, let me know. Let me know what you think. What about this band? They seem to have a nice catalog of music. So what is that next song that I should be doing from this band? Low. And in the meantime, I hope to see every one of you on the next episode of Into the Music.